JRod845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. I said it's game time, so it's time to score.
Hello everyone, this is Justin Rodriguez with the Varsity 845 football show. We have another great edition for you with highlights from two of the biggest games last week, Kingston at Newburgh and Washingtonville at Warwick. For our feature this week, we take a look at one of the strangest phenomenons in Section 9. Many head coaches wear shorts at games, no matter if it's 90 degrees or 9 below. As the air gets crisper and crisper out there, we try to find out why. From there, we move on to Section 9 semifinal weekend. There are games in Class AA, A, B, and C. I will break down what I think are the three best games of the weekend. But we start off with a look back at last week. On Friday night, rivals Newburgh and Kingston met for the 106th time, and there was a lot on the line. Kingston needed the win to get into the Class AA playoffs. Meanwhile, Newburgh looked to cap a perfect regular season and clinch the Class AA Division I regular season title. The game was low scoring. Still, it was a classic, filled with energy and big plays. But after nearly 4 quarters, it all came down to this. Kingston's Corey Juby hit a 49-yard field goal with 5:07 left to give the Tigers a 3-0 win. Look at the kick. It just makes it through the uprights, hitting off the crossbar. Kingston held off one last drive by Newburgh. The Goldbacks took it all the way to the Kingston's 9-yard line before time expired. Juby talked about his big kick after the game.
It was amazing knowing that we beat Newburgh, and to get the shutout on top of the kick, it just feels great. I wanted it all season long. I've been wanting something like that. It came down to a game like this. It felt absolutely amazing.
The win gave Kingston the divisional title and also eliminated 7-time defending AA champion Monroe Woodbury from the playoffs. Kingston now leads the all-time series against Newburgh 51-50 with 5 ties. Kingston has won 2 in a row. Kingston quarterback Zach Chilcott talked about the big win afterwards.
I don't even know how to explain it. Just coming into Newburgh, getting a big win, getting a clinch the division, and knock Monroe out of the playoffs while beating the Newburgh.
On to Saturday and the next big game. Warwick hosted Washingtonville with the winner clinching the Class AA Division II title. It was a shootout, Wild Wild West style. Warwick seemed to put away Washingtonville when fullback Joe Boschia scored on a 1-yard run with 7:42 left in regulation. That gave Warwick a 40-28 lead. But Washingtonville came right back with quarterback Chance Paleo hitting Matt Poveramo for a 35-yard score to make it 40-35. Washingtonville would get the ball back, and then came Section 9's version of the Immaculate Reception. On a 3rd and 11 play from Warwick's 36-yard line, Paleo appeared to be on the verge of being sacked, but the quarterback managed to wiggle free. He tossed a wobbly ball downfield. Would it be picked off? Would it fall incomplete? Neither. Julian Vergelli came down with the ball at the 6-yard line for Washingtonville with a minute left. One play later, Paleo hit Scott Fandacaro for a touchdown. Washingtonville wins 41-40. Paleo talked about the play to Vergelli.
After that, I actually felt like Eli Manning in the Super Bowl of 2007. You know, how he had that one play, the head catch. So I felt amazing, knowing that we had another chance to get in there and win the game.
The win gave Washingtonville, perennial underdogs, its first Class AA Division II title since 2003. Vergelli talked about what the big win meant to the Wizards.
I mean, you know, it's amazing. We've been the underdog for years now, and to finally be on top, it's a great feeling. It's amazing. Everybody's looking up to us now. No one can say we're bad.
Washingtonville plays Newburgh in the Class AA semifinals Saturday at Fowler Field in Middletown. In the other semi, Kingston plays Warwick on Saturday at Dietz Stadium in Kingston. Now for a feature this week. Football coaches in shorts. There's a contingent in Section 9 who always wear them. As the temperature drops and we're adding layers, these coaches are still donning their khakis. But why? Washingtonville coach Don Clark offers his explanation.
I've always worn shorts. Honestly, what it is for me is I'm a fat guy, and any kind of temperature, I sweat. I sweat like a pig, so I want to be comfortable, and I get wound up on the sideline. So, for me, the only time you won't see me in shorts is if it's raining and it's cold. If it's cold or snow, I can deal with that, but rain and cold, I'm in long pants.
The weather for Warwick, Washingtonville was nice. But this nice? Clark and Warwick coach James Sierra both wore shorts. And look up in the stands. There is Kingston coach Jeremy Collins scouting in shorts, flip-flops, and a short-sleeve sweatshirt. What gives? Collins explained.
I wear shorts just about every day of the year. I get picked on at home that I snowball the driveway with shorts on, which is absolutely true. But preference, we just, not even a superstitious thing, it's just a preference thing. But if I could wear shorts every day, I would.
Finally, we move on to Sierra, usually one of the best-dressed coaches in Section 9. This guy goes GQ, breaking out the Warwick colored ties. But he explained why he went with the shorts for Washingtonville.
It was more of a superstition thing. I always wore the khakis and the shirt and tie. And after the Minnesink game, we had a breast cancer awareness night, so I didn't wear the shirt and tie. And, we rolled off a couple of wins there, so I kept the shorts and the polo on. But now that the win streak is done, I think I'm going to go back. You'll see me next week in the shirt and tie up in Kingston. But it is a superstition thing. It's a pride thing. Sometimes the coldest coach wins, but I guess he was a little colder today.
I want to thank Coach Collins, Clark, and Sierra for participating in this segment. And most importantly, stay warm, guys. Okay, so now it's on to semifinal weekend. It's going to be action-packed. I'm here to tell you what I think might be the 3 best games of the weekend. So here we go. Game 1, Kingston-Warwick. Why? This is going to be another shootout. Warwick outlasted Kingston 42-34 on September 9th. Warwick quarterback John Garcia threw for 423 yards and 5 touchdowns. Kingston quarterback Zach Chilcott answered with 424 yards and 3 scores. I like Kingston by a touchdown this time because the Tigers are playing better overall and on defense, and with more confidence. Up next, we move to Class C. On Friday, Burke Catholic plays Sullivan West in the Class C semis. Just last week, Burke beat Sullivan West 14-7. But they knew they were playing again in the playoffs this week, so neither team showed all of their arsenal. I like this game a lot because Burke and Sullivan West have developed some kind of rivalry in all sports, and I think this could be one of the closest games of the weekend. Both teams like to run the ball hard, both teams play defense hard, but I think this could come down to one big pass play. I'm going to go with Burke in a close one, 15-13. Finally, in Class B, you have 2 of the toughest teams in Section 9 facing off Saturday. Big Bad Red Hook and Marlboro are both smash-mouth teams. Marlboro beat Red Hook 45-28 2 weeks ago, but Marlboro only led by 3 points in the 4th quarter. I'm going to give the nod again to Marlboro. Why? Because the Iron Dukes haven't lost since September 17th when they fell to Spackenkill. Marlboro is hot, and they're playing very well. So I'm going to go with Marlboro by a touchdown on that game. It's certainly going to be an exciting weekend. And for more coverage, check out Varsity845 and the Times Herald Record on Friday and Saturday. Well, that's it for this week's show. As always, it was JRod's pleasure. Now it's time for me to sign off for Varsity845.
From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's